Yes. Did you know that everything you deserve, it's making its way to you right now? All you have to do is allow it to come in. You see, the universe don't respond to begging. The universe responds to deserving, worthy. So what you deserve is headed to you 100%. The key is, how do you make yourself a vibrational match? Plus, what you deserve is on the way to you right now. All you have to do is allow it. Let's break that down. How do I allow what I deserve to come into my life? You don't allow it by begging. Allowing is on a vibrational match. You have to match the frequency of what you want. And there's only one way to match the frequency of whatever you want. You have to feel worthy of it. So today, I am going to teach you how to instantly become worthy of all your desires. A very simple yet profound concept or mindset that will shift the universe into your favor. That's the thing a lot of us struggle with, is developing the worthiness of what we want. And the reason we struggle with it so much, because we're inundated so many times in our consciousness, in our ego, right? So here is how you instantly become worthy of your desires. You do not look at worthiness in the form of money, love, or validation. You take that all. In other words, when people said, you know, I'm worthy because I'll have the money. The money will make me worthy. The love will make me worthy. The validation will make me worthy. So I'm gonna build this complex or concept of worthiness. You don't do that. You're not gonna become worthy of your desires. Because if you attempt to use, well, you know what? I'm worthy because I deserve abundance and money. That's not gonna work. Clearly, the reason why it's not gonna work is because you have an ego. Your ego will say, well, you may think you deserve it, but currently you don't have it, my friend. That's gonna shoot your worthiness down. So here's the word. Here's the concept that you will use that will instantly make you worthy of your desires and turn the universe into your favor. Instead of saying, you know, I'm worthy because of money, you're gonna say this: I am worthy of everything I desire because I exist. You know why that's so powerful? Number one, your mind cannot deny existence. Your ego cannot deny that you're not existent. It's witnessing your existence right now. So when you say, I am worthy of everything I desire or deserve because I exist, the mind cannot come up with any rebuttal for you. The mind can come up to rebuttal when you say, I'm worthy because I'll have more money, I'll have more finances, I'll have more love, I'll have more validation. It can shoot all of those down because it can give you a rebuttal and say, well, you don't have enough money, you didn't have a good relationship, you're not validated, But when you say, I am worthy because I exist, everything starts coming your way. Turn off my opinion. That will shift the universe, multiverse into your favor. And then you can follow it up with the subconscious, the silent manifester, with the question, the affirmation. You know, why am I worthy of everything I deserve? You put those two together, the mindset, you're worthy because you exist. The spoken language, why am I worthy of all my desires? Now, what you deserve not only is on its way to you now, not only you're allowing it now, You are about to experience it. The key is the existence. When you say you're worthy, and when you put your exist, you put everything on notice. You put the field, you put the universe, you put your subconscious, you put your conscious. You're saying, I'm here. I'm right here, right now. I'm aware. Oh yeah, you are. Now the subconscious says, oh, since you acknowledge your existence, then hey, welcome to the party. Since you exist, why don't you take a piece of all the infinite opportunities that are available to you? Because they can only be available to you once you exist. If you're not existing, they're not available to you. See how that works? How do I deal with getting 2 numbers off? You don't deal with it, you allow it. If you're getting 2 numbers off, you're going to continue to do it, and then you're going to match all the numbers. That's just how it works. So there's no dealing or fixing anything. There's just perception, allowance, observation without absorption, and you will manifest your win. That's all it comes down to. We have to get out of the mindset that we're trying to fix things. There's actually nothing to be fixed. The only thing that exists is to just align. Okay? Here's the next big thing you must learn about manifesting, is that nothing comes from scratch. We don't make anything from scratch. We live in a pre-made universe. You know, like microwavable meals, ready to eat meals. These meals they have that are ready to eat, you don't have to cook anything. The universe is the same way. The universe has everything already pre-warmed. It's pre-made. You don't cook from scratch. The universe already cooked everything from scratch. It has everything in the heater, nice and warm. Everything is pre-made or ready to boop. So the thing is, when you've gotten to this point, you have to move away from creating to just aligning. We use the word creating a lot, but you know what we mean when we say create. We say create. You know what it means to get what you want. But we have to get out of that mindset to take it logically, analytically. You don't create. You're just partaking in things that have already been created. And that is a big one, because a lot of us, we take our minds and we inundate ourselves with, we have to try to attempt to see how we're going to get what we want. And that is a big block, because then you put your ego on a lot of pressure. The ego can't handle pressure. When the ego gets stuck with something it cannot figure out, it's going to lash out on you and blame you. It's going to put all the pressure back to you and say, hey man, the reason why you can't do this is your fault. You're not good enough. You don't have the education. You have the knowledge. You're just not outgoing enough. You can't talk to people the right way. It'll throw every trick in the book for you. And that's why you never go into the game of figuring things out, because the minute you try to figure out or try to decide or decode how or when or then you put your ego in the game, and then your ego is always 100% will not help you, because it can't do it itself. So it's going to lash back out of you, and you're going to feel depressed, anxious, down, because you've turned something on that cannot help you. So the secret to really manifesting is to know that whatever you want or you deserve it, it's coming towards you. Stay out of the picture by trying to get into the way of figuring how it's coming towards you. The next thing, activate being worthy of what you want. And activate being worthy of what you want, you now say that you are worthy because you exist. Now that when you exist, you put the whole universe on note. The next thing, now you infiltrate the subconscious mind. Now use the affirmation. Why am I so worthy of everything I deserve or desire? Now the subconscious mind now comes on to the game plan. So now you have the universe ready and open with existence. You have the subconscious mind now ready to bring it in without the resistance. And now you got your ego out of the way, because you're no longer thinking you're doing it from scratch. Now you know you're living in a pre-made universe. You put all those components together, you get success. You're virtually guaranteed to get and receive whatever it is you want. That's the real secret. Every one of you, whatever it is you're looking or whatever you feel, it's already coming to you already. You're learning how to allow something that's already made for you to come in. Thank you. You're looking fresh, my guy. Oh, thanks. You guys like the shirt, right? The abundance money shirt. See? This shirt is a lesson. What you wear, what you put on, you advertise it to choose you and attract to you. Did you know that? Your wardrobe, it's a subconscious message to the field. Because everything vibrates. Everything is a communication system. If you want more abundance and money, you want to have health and success, you get a shirt that has like health, heart stuff on it. You want love and relationship, get a shirt with like love, people love, the word love. If you want money, even want to win the lottery, you can get an old special shirt made with lottery jackpot 777, lottery tickets, da 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 da. You wear that, you advertise that, man. It just comes to you. Because the secret is, we are 99% field of vibration. Our heart actually moves about 10 feet. It's not 7 feet, 6 inches or 6 feet anymore. Now they know it's a 10 feet field that our heart radiates electromagnetic energy. The electromagnetic energy, the fabric is communicating. The picture is communicating with the field. The field is illogical. So this is why you see certain people, they dress a certain way because they know something. They know that if I dress this way, I am attracting and inviting that lifestyle, that reality to become a part of my field. And it will become a part of your field. How many people you've seen that? How many people were dressing before they were successful? They were playing the role before they got that. They were playing the role before they got the play, before they got it. They were playing it. They were there. And when it happens, boom. A perfect example of this guy, what's his Jim Carrey, right? This guy was a struggling actor, and this guy wrote a check for $10 million. Kept it in his wallet for a number of years to the point that the check almost faded away. And he got a role exactly for that amount of money, $10 million, either $10 million or $7 million. You see, people, you have to prepare for what you want by expressing it to the universe already. And that comes in how you carry yourself, your demeanor, etc. Yeah, he wrote a check. I wrote a check with the jackpot on it every week, and I put it under my pillow. Yes, that you're going to get the jackpot. Yes, it was $10 million. So once you start to really delve in and say, man, okay, so this is how this stuff really works. So I'm really dealing, even though the world look physically objective or physical, it's not. You know, and now there's new research, again, before we know this, but another groundbreaking research that's just published to show that reality is not objective as you thought, it's subjective. That means what the research now signifies is that every single one of us have a different truth. Your truth is right, my truth is right. In other words, reality only responds to what we think and feel about ourselves. So it's a subjective reality. The universe just likes to give you what you think your world should look like. There is no one truth anymore. That research just came out that if two people are looking at the same thing, they're going to see the same thing differently. The same thing is going to come out the way they think or expect it to come out. One of them may see the same, they both look at the same thing. One of them may see, this is not a good thing, this is not going to work out for me. The other one looking at the same thing and say, this is a good thing, this is going to work out for me. They're both right. They both get what they want. So if you just understood what I've just said to you, then you can know what I'm saying. Okay, and so what I'm saying to you is, if you're thinking to yourself, okay, so what is this guy saying? This guy's actually telling me that the universe is inside. There's nothing outside of me. What I'm looking at right now is really coming from inside of me. My job, my house, where I work is all coming inside of me. The people, everyone in my life is coming inside, it's coming out inside of me. It's all interior. So this guy is telling me that reality will reflect what I expect a lot. Now, it's not going to work instantly. This has to be a repetition. So reality only conforms to those who are persistent in repetition. And the reason repetition is important, because repetition affects the silent manifestor, the subconscious. The subconscious uses repetition to identify a new reality. If there is no repetition, you get stuck in the old reality. So when you are manifesting and when you're in the process of changing your life, you have to develop the habit of repetition and consistency. It doesn't work with doing it 1 day, 2 days, taking 3 days off and coming back again. It doesn't work because I'm going through a difficult time. I'm going to stop and relax. I'm going to take time off my manifestation. It's not going to work that way. It's a continuous thing. It's going through the storm. It's going through it when it's raining, when it's sunny. It's the same consistency. When you take a 2-day or stop doing it, you put it on pause. Then you come back, it picks back up where it puts off. If you continually do it, there's no pause. It just comes into you. And this is why you see some people manifest faster, some manifest longer. So now that answers your question. Why do things sometimes take years and some people do it in months instead of years? Now you know the answer. A lot of distraction. Some people, they go through things in their life. They get sidetracked. They get distracted. They lose their focus for a few months. Then they come back and they start manifesting again. Other individuals, very disciplined. Even when they're going through difficult times, they still keep their manifesting going. So it just depends on which type of person you are, which type of habit you want to build. How I don't want to say how bad do you want it, because you don't want to need it, but basically, how dedicated are you to seeing your dreams and goals as a normal thing? That's the best way to put it. So when you start to operate in that field, guys, make it happen. Mark, can you talk about falling apart? Hi, I'm feeling like I'm in the void. In 3D, everything is falling apart. Can you talk more about this, please? Yes, so the thing, so energy works this way, right? So the only thing that's constant is change. So there's nothing stuck. So since we are energetic beings, right? We're always moving. Things are shifting. So if you put your, let's say, put your cells under a microscope, and you go beyond the molecules, and you get to the quantum level, and you look at the electrons in your cells, they're constantly doing this. They're jumping all over the place. They're in and out of existence. They pop in, they pop out. So that means that there's nothing stable. Everything is more instability, moving up and forth. So now, put that with your body now. Bring your body back to the normal body state. So your body have emotions and energy. Now put that around your environment with people, things. They also have energy, emotions. So everything is communicating with each other. So when there's a disruption, when there's a major flux or a major change, you're going to feel a disruption. And that's disruption is because now you're changing to a different reality. Anytime you shift to a different reality, you're going to experience disruptions because the field have to maneuver energy to put you into a new space. Remember, I have to go to another dimension. You have to bring things from the infinite. You have to communicate with your subconscious mind. All of this is going to affect your outward reality. And this will show up as chaotic. So that means you'll be depressed, you'll feel down, you feel energetic, your people will start cursing you out, people will cut you off, you'll cut them off, they'll leave you, everybody's angry, your job and things, money will start going down, car will break down. All of that is just the same thing. What you're witnessing is the behind the scenes of energy being moved around and disrupted to settle back down. And the best analogy I could give it to show you to do this is if you put your hands in water and you just go like this and stir up the water, you see the water goes up and down, move around, and then if you let it go, the water smooths itself back out. That's what chaos is. We look at it on the surface level. I don't look at chaos anymore on the surface level. I look at chaos on the real level. So when I see disruption and things going on in my life, I'm in chaos, I know I'm about to get another breakthrough. I know that this thing that I've been putting my attention on or manifesting is getting ready to come into my reality. So what I do, I ignore the chaos. Car breaks down, this goes on. I'm aware of it, I'm in it, but I'm not focusing on that. Actually, I am more optimistic. That makes me more optimistic because I know what's coming. See, when you know what's coming, nothing can affect you. So when I witnessed chaos, I said, all right, things are getting ready to change. Good, about time. That's when you have knowledge. If you don't have knowledge and you witness chaos, you're just in chaos. You just think you've been cursed. You start looking around for who put a voodoo curse on you, who put this curse on me, oh my goodness, what's going on? You start to change and try to fix stuff. You try to adapt. Oh my God, it's not going to work. You can't do that. It's not going to work. So that's what chaos is, my friends. Everyone experiences it, and that's called the void. It can last weeks, it can last months, it can last years. Now let me explain that and elaborate more on that. So when I said last weeks, months, or years, it doesn't mean you're going to be in a constant flux of everything breaking down on you in weeks and money and cars. No, it doesn't mean that. It just means your state of being, your emotions. You'll feel up and down. Little things will happen here and there. But the thing with the universe is not going to throw full chaos at you at a time because it knows you can't handle that. It's going to give you bursts of chaos because of your conscious mind. As I told you before, it's a self-correcting code. The code knows not to overwhelm. Just like anything, if you overwhelm a system, it crashes. Just like you have a computer. You overwhelm too much information, your system crashes. The field is the same way. It knows not to overwhelm, but it also will make you aware when you are going into a change. Something is coming up. And if you're going through chaos right now, just think in your mind of what you've been manifesting. That's what's getting ready to come in. So there is actually order in chaos, correct, right? And that is a part of it. That's one of the biggest mysteries, or one of the biggest issues that people don't face, or they may not be aware of it. They don't know about it, but it's a part of the field. But the big thing is that you cannot be separate from what you want. It's already moving towards you. You just have to get into that space. That space means the worthiness. The worthiness is very important, man. Nothing can come into your world if you don't feel acceptance or worthy of it. If you don't feel you deserve it or worthy of it, there's no way it can find you, man. So you guys, while you guys are manifesting and doing the work, you have to, the most important part, let me tell you something. The two most important things you have to get down pat before you get anything into your life. You have to be deserving and worthy. You don't have to convince me or your family, your friends. You got to convince the universe. You got to convince yourself first. And I just showed you the easiest, most profound way to do that. So you don't have to go through trauma building, trauma bonding, expel trauma bonding, all that stuff. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is you just have to go to the universe, and you just have to have this mindset that I am worthy and I'm deserving of everything I desire because I simply exist. I see the comment, you want to win the lottery? I simply exist. I'm worthy to win the lottery because I exist. You want to have the love of your life? I exist. I simply exist. I deserve to have the love of your life because I exist. You want a lot of money in your bank account? I exist. I deserve a lot of money because I exist. The universe is forced to give it to you. Existence, if you acknowledge that you exist, it's a cheat code. You ever play those video games? Where they had back in the day, where they had the Street Fighter, the video game, up, down, left, right, B, A, start. Woo! I unlock a new level in this game. That's a cheat code. When you are acknowledged that I exist, I'm aware. I'm supposed to get what I want because I just exist. You are saying there is no reason, there is no rationale. Just give me what I want because I'm here. That's the universe language, man. The universe loves that. Mario, yeah, Super Mario, you can unlock it. If you notice, in every video game they make, they always have this super cheat code level. tap this level, you get extra pop. It's the same thing within the simulation. They give you a cheat code. And the cheat code is, most people don't know that. It's so simple, right? I just give you the answer. And the reason why it works, my friends, is because your subconscious mind exists. The only awareness your subconscious mind have is existence. So if you acknowledge you exist, you merge with your subconscious mind in existence. So if your subconscious mind says, oh, you're here with me, you exist, well, take all of this stuff here. I'm going to give it to you just because you exist. The ego complicates it. The ego doesn't see existence. The ego sees problems. The ego sees logic. The ego says, I don't care that you exist, man. I got to figure out how to fix this stuff right now. It bypasses the most profound cheat code. And that's the secret to manifesting. All right. How to win the lottery using quantum mechanics. You win the lottery because you exist. First, you got to get the book. You got to read the book, right? The cheat code, right? Because you exist. Get them on Amazon. And also my one-on-one coaching. I work with you one-on-one. Put the link in the pinned comment. So now you know, everyone here, deserving is easy because you exist. That's it. Now the universe will be forced to show you whatever it is you want and then materialize it to you because you acknowledge you are part of the creative field. You are part of you're at the game, you're in the party, you're no longer a spectator, you are a participator now. That takes you from spectator to participator. Spectator, ego world. Participator, subconscious universal world. Which one do you want to partake in? Happy manifesting. See you next time.